2K fans, it's your boy JuKIng the Boss, and I decided to put together a few lists. So I'm gonna go over the most useful point guards at the one position on this list, and I'll continue to put out more lists throughout the course of this day into tomorrow of the other positions, useful lists, top 3 sleepers, and most intriguing. These are all my own personal selections, looking at the stat lines, looking at their abilities, and so I decided I'm gonna share them with you. Something you might want to look forward to, a build you might see, you might want to try. So let's jump into most useful point guard builds for NBA 2K18. So at number 3, we got the driving and finishing primary and the passing and ball handling secondary, the driving playmaker. Now, the driving playmaker has an elite ability to finish at the rim through contact. He has an elite ability to lay that ball up. So when it comes down to it, as a driving and finishing primary, you cap out at 23 layups and 21 dunks. So that gives you a high dunking ability, allows you to unlock the more elite dunk packages and things like that. Where you take your hit at is your ball handling. Now, your ball handling goes down to about max of 20, which means that you might not be able to get the tier 3 dribble moves, but you'll still have, the ability to break your man down and create the separation and drive to the basket. And with the max speed for this build and the max acceleration, it allows you to be explosive going toward the rim with the ball in your hand. All the other stats kind of balance out really well, but one of the best things is like I said, he can handle the ball great. He can play decent level defense and kind of just move the floor around. If you got a threat like that who can handle the rock and drive to the basket and finish, you're gonna kind of scare some people when it comes down to playing park because he's fast, or when it comes to playing pro-am. All right, at number 2, we got the passing and ball handling primary and the 3-point shooting secondary. And I know a lot of people are going toward the shot creating builds and things like that. I still love my shot creating builds, but when it comes down to passing and ball handling primary, it gives him the elite dribble moves. Almost guarantees that he can get the tier 3 dribbling moves depending on the height that you use and the weight that you use. But he has a great ability to finish at the rim. Not the best ability, but more than enough to be able to get to the rim and get a layup. And at the same time, he has an elite level 3-point shot, capping out at 20. And at the same time, his mid-range shot caps out at 19. So when it comes down to it, this is a shooter. This is a playmaker who can shoot the ball. He takes a small reduction in speed, but not too big of a reduction where he can't get open. He can get open. He can be deadly. He is a threat on the court. So with a cap level of speed and acceleration on 22, this is a build that can space the floor for other players. This is a build that that you have to check. You can't sag off on this build. So a lot of people are going to fear that if you get too close to this build, he's going to break your ankles. With gold ankle breaker and everything like that, you got to worry about that. But you also can't leave this build open because this build can knock down the deep ball. This build can knock down the mid range, and this build can beat you off the dribble and get to the basket and lay it up. And the number 1 most useful build, I really think is going to be the number 1 used build for point guards, is going to be the passing, ball handling, shot creator. Now, for this build, they have a great layup ability, a decent dunk ability where they can take it to the rack and not dunk on people, but they can take it to the rack, drive to the lane by themselves and finish there and finish the dunk. They have a great mid-range shot. The cap is at 20. It's going to give them probably like an 85, 84 ability to shoot the mid-range ball. The 3-point shot is going to get a little bit of a boost, not as much of a boost as the playmaking shooter, but a little bit of a boost because the shot off the dribbles are going to be put into their respective categories. The ability to handle the ball and move the rock makes this build deadly. The fact that this build can shoot off the dribble, the shooting off the dribble and elite ball handling makes this build a deadly build. The elite level of speed, nice speed on this build. That it's gonna make one of those builds where for real, if you don't see this build in Pro-Am, I don't know what to tell you what they're doing in Pro-Am, because this is gonna be for real a Pro-Am heavy build when it comes down to it. They can run the floor, they can space the floor, they can move the rock and create their own shot. This is the Kyrie Irving build that done properly can be a killer on the scene. So All right, and there you have it. There's my list of the most useful point guard builds in NBA 2K18. I mean, do you agree with those builds? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm gonna be dropping more of these build videos. And make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.